For the last few years, we've all been hooked on a digital magic trick. We typed, it talked. We prompted, it predicted. We thought we were witnessing a revolution, but we were confusing mimicry with actual intelligence. We were wrong. That wasn't the revolution. That was just the warm-up act.
You might remember 2025. It was the year things felt like they just stopped. They called it the chatbot plateau. It seemed like the big idea of predicting the next word had hit a dead end. Progress just ground to a halt. But here's the thing. It wasn't a stall. It was a smokescreen. Something else entirely was happening just beneath the surface, out of sight.
Quietly, a massive architectural migration was underway. It was a fundamental shift that the data scientists who saw it coming now call the agentic flip. And listen, this wasn't just another update. This was a complete reimagining of what AI was even for.
And this gets us right to the heart of the matter, the revelation. We're talking about a move from AI as a consultant, something you talk to AI as a worker, something you delegate tasks to. It's a profound, fundamental change in our relationship with machines. So what exactly is the agentic flip? Well, here's the textbook definition. It's an architectural shift away from reactive systems, the chatbots that just sit there waiting for you to type, and toward proactive systems. These are called agents. And they don't wait. They predict what needs to be done next and then go and execute entire workflows to get it done.
I mean, when you put it side by side, the difference is it's night and day, right? The old model was reactive, a tool waiting for a user. Its job was to answer your questions. This new model is proactive. It's less of a tool and more like an intern. All it needs is a goal. It doesn't just answer you, it completes the entire workflow. That is the crucial difference.
To really get the flip, we have to look under the hood at the mechanism. How did we make the jump from just generating text to actually executing actions?
You can actually see the change right there at the user interface. For years, the human was always the final step. We were the ones who had to hit send, we clicked execute, but now we're seeing the rise of this delegate loop. The AI is no longer just writing the email, it's the one sending it. It's executing the entire workflow now. The frameworks that are emerging now, they reveal this whole process. It's called the Agentic Loop. First, the AI identifies a goal. Second, it creates its own sequence of subtasks to achieve it. Third, it just goes and does them, jumping across different apps and APIs. And then finally, maybe, it reports back to a human for approval. It's a complete, autonomous cycle of work.
Let's make this concrete. In the old world, you'd ask an AI, hey, write me a welcome email. And then you'd have to send it, schedule the meeting, create the folder, and so on. In this new world, you just delegate onboard new client. That's it. The AI does all the rest in the background. This isn't about predicting text anymore. This is about predicting and then executing an entire workflow.
But all of this incredible efficiency, it comes with a much darker side. A consequence that we're only now starting to get our heads around. This idea of a deleted digital history.
And it leads you to this really profound question. If one AI agent is talking directly to another AI agent to get something done, negotiating between APIs, exchanging data, does it even need a human-readable interface? Does it need a web that we can actually see?
The evidence for this is already popping up. Researchers are finding things they're calling ghost servers. Just think about that. These are digital environments where AI agents have been running, optimizing, and executing tasks in closed loops for months, completely without any human oversight or even our awareness.
So we're losing the ability to see the work that's being done. As AI becomes more and more autonomous, the process, the how, is becoming completely invisible. All we get to see is the end result. The how is being swallowed by the done.
And all of this, it brings us to the new reality we're living in right now. The rules for how we engage with technology have been fundamentally and permanently changed. The interns have arrived.
The contrast is, well, it's final. The model we had just a couple of years ago is obsolete. It was a tool that needed a human hand to hold it, waiting for the next command. This new model is a worker. It just needs an objective. It decides the next action all on its own. So here's the unavoidable truth. The age of the chatbot is over. The autonomous digital interns, they're here. And the fact is, they've already started working, operating quietly in the background of all our digital lives.
And this leaves us with one final, pretty unsettling thought. For years, we were obsessed with what the AI was going to say next, but that was the wrong question all along. The real mystery, the one we have to solve now, is what is it doing right now?